Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another video brought to you by SeniorCatWellness.com. In today's material, we'll discuss why some cats will bite their owners for seemingly no reason at all. In so many ways, cats are very misunderstood. They rarely do anything that isn't planned. While some of their movements and overall behaviors can seem a bit strange, what they do for a reason. And this includes biting you right out of the blue. And before we take a closer look at this subject, let's first explore today's topic overview. Most cats randomly bite when seeking attention or feeling scared. It's most common with kittens, which bite to test their jaw strength and play fight. Older cats that are bored may also bite if you ignore them for too long. If your cat has previous trauma, is scared by new people in the house, or feels threatened by another cat, it may bite as stress relief. Cats that are weaned too early or poorly socialized may bite accidentally without realizing that it's hurtful. Cats could also sink their teeth into you if they feel that you're mishandling them. This could be posture and position, and it could also involve just not wanting to be handled at all. Forceful petting and petting in the wrong spots could also set a cat off in a very negative way. If your cat seems to bite you and you alone, and it has become somewhat of a regular occurrence, it could boil down to a matter of distrust, unfortunately. There's something you're doing or have repeatedly done in the past that just isn't sitting right with your pet. It could be something so slight and subtle that it's not even that apparent to you. This is why it can become easy to assume that your cat is just biting you for no reason. It might be out of the blue for you, but it's very intentional in the mind of your cat. And before we take a look at some notable causes that can spark your cat in such a negative way, a quick shout out, as always, to each and every one of you, the Hall of Famers of the feline wing of the internet, the wonderful viewers of Senior Cat Wellness. We thank each and every one of you for taking some time out of your busy day to join us. Your support means the world to us. We do this for you, and we hope you find this content and all of our content to be both enjoyable and informative. If we can leave you with a smile and a few tips of advice, hey, that's a good day. Whether you're new here or you've been a regular for years, thank you so much. And we do hope to see you again down the road in future content. Now, let's talk about unexpected biting, the possible causes, and what you can do to quell this behavior. Again, while it can seem like no reason for you, there's a good reason. And your cat knows what it is. There's a good bet that it's a big reason for your feline, especially if biting is the only way for your pet to respond to whatever is going on. While cats are known to bite as a weapon of self defense, what do you make of the times where you did nothing to antagonize, nothing to harm, really nothing at all as far as you can tell? What could your cat possibly be mad about? Because everything your cat does has a purpose, it then becomes somewhat of a quest to find the core reason or reasons. Let's take a look at a few things. Your cat's environment. Is it too hot or too cold? Are there objects in the home that could be scaring your cat? Could other people in the home be scaring your cat? And as we briefly touched on in our introduction, mishandling could be a reason for your cat's biting. Improper petting and aggressive petting can annoy some cats to some rather teeth showing degrees. Additionally, what's your vibe? What are you all about? Positive vibes, negative vibes, relaxed vibes? Sometimes cats can notice tension within their owners. If they sense that something's a bit uneasy about you, they could become nervous and then go for the bite. If your pet had a previous home and you've become the new owner, your cat, at least for a short time, could be scared of you. Up next, what was your cat doing or what were you doing seconds before your pet decided to bite you? Was your cat trying to get your attention? Was there some play fighting taking place? Was your cat perhaps fighting with your other cat or dog? Taking a look at the bigger picture, how has your cat been acting over the past few days or few weeks? A bit aggressive, perhaps? Has your cat been sick or upset, stress, anxiety? What about the feeding situation? Is your cat being fed enough and eating enough? Is your cat receiving a balanced diet? Generally speaking, some cats can become rather fussy and angry when basic essential needs are not being met. Next up, let's talk about the great outdoors. Did your cat strike you just after coming back from a trip outside? Did your pet get caught up in the rain? Get in a fight, perhaps? Stress cats are far more prone to take out their frustrations on almost anyone within close distance. And hey, you can't get much closer than if you're the one holding your pet. What about age? Can age play a role? It certainly can. Kittens are more prone to bite than any other feline group. Why? Well, one reason is that kittens love to try out those brand new teeth. Jump, jump, jump. While not exclusively to kittens, some younger cats, generally around the age of 4, perhaps a little younger, they can get so carried away during playtime. We mentioned play fighting a bit earlier, and this is quite similar. Some cats just get caught up in an exciting moment and they just don't know what to do. When all else fails, they bite. Biting your forearm could be the next move, especially when there's a lot of energy that is still left to burn. And while this next reason can occur in all ages, is your cat declawed? Without those claws available to offer up a quick swipe, biting could be your feline's only true way to show harsh displeasure. And finally, what's your cat's relationship with the other animals or other cats within your home? Is your cat always on the defensive? If your cat lives in somewhat of a survival of the fittest mindset, given the dynamic of your household, your pet could get rather annoyed and be very quick on the draw, to say the very least. Biting could almost become habitual if your cat's senses are always on high alert and always expecting the worst. Cats that are poorly socialized for a variety of reasons, a handful of reasons, can often exhibit biting tendencies. If one or more of these factors are in play to some degree, then that whole out of the blue biting now has a reason attached to it. Thankfully, for most of these reasons, they can be addressed and they can be changed for the better. If you tackle a few of these issues and fix them, you'll know soon enough if you've played the right cards, as your cat's biting habits will likely come to an end almost immediately. However, the investigation process could take a few days or even a few weeks. After all, if the biting seems rather quick and random from your perspective, that implies that whatever the reason is, it's something that you really can't see, at least not in that moment. Improving your cat's overall environment can do wonders. Once you secure your cat's basic needs and then allow them to trust you, any displeasure should fast become a thing of the past. Your furry feline will save that biting for those savory chunks of meat in their favorite wet food dish. And on that note, that will wrap things up for the video portion of today's material. However, if you would like more information concerning this topic, we do invite you to visit us at seniorcatwellness.com at the conclusion of today's presentation. There you will find a full-length and highly detailed article dedicated to everything we've talked about here today and so much more. Are you currently watching us off-site? If so, we encourage you to click the initial link in the description box below. Said link will take you to all of the information. And until our paths cross again, and I certainly hope they do, we'd like to thank you once again for joining us today. Please have a wonderful day. All the best to you and yours, and we will talk to you later.